Oh yes. Okay, we're getting this stream started. I'm just gonna we're gonna probably not use certain songs for the intro anymore because copyrights, but you know.
I thought you said you didn't care about the copyright.
Can we use like anime stuff?
Yeah, where's the webcam?
Use the animus,
webcam's not on.
from the hentai.
There we go.
Yes, hentais. Good hentais.
No!
Yeah, and we're gonna cut that music out for now. Yeah, and do not mind the fact that my bed is a mess.
E30 is an amazing
Anyway.
tank, by the way.
Hello, all 5 of you. This sucks. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. It's a Saturday night. It's a random fucking stream. First stream of the New Year's. And clearly, anybody who comes here watching this later, we're going to be... Clearly, I've already said it. If you haven't seen the community post on the YouTube channel, if you're watching on Twitch and you're here for the first time, whoever just said ew G91, how dare you?
G91 is awful. Changed my mind.
Hush you. Hush you. Do I have to put more bodies in your closet?
Excuse me?
Whoa.
Well, the thing is, there's already a whole bunch of people in Vlad's closet. We've talked about this on the previous stream.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, there happens to be a lot of bodies in my closet. I should really clean it out sometime.
Yep,
might be a good idea. It's starting to smell.
Anyway, so if you haven't seen the previous community posts, next guide video is the G91 because there's a whole fuck ton of you playing close air support with your Italian Tonkas, and you probably want a nice
tanks, I swear.
Temperos Maximus Astartes for all of you, and of course, as usual, I usually stream with a whole crowd of
Preston,
Southern Palpatine. So we got, or as usual, we have Temperos, we have Charlie here, or oh my, that's Lewid trademark. The God Tsar of Gopniks.
I've been through many different name changes. I don't know why. I just work here.
We have a Keck in here. We have Daniel SVT, another just random users on the server. So hey, if you ever want to be on a live stream, just hang out in the chat, and then maybe one day you'll just randomly be yanked into the streaming room. And a Moon Bear on meth. Why is this bear on meth?
That's kind of bear.
Yeah, can I come along into the squad?
He's on meth because he does what he wants. It's a free country.
Okay, this reminds me of a story I heard while...
Gopnik, are you sick again? You sound Scottish again.
Yes, just a little bit.
I'm sicker.
Normally he's a full-blown Russian and starts cursing in Russian, but whenever he becomes sick, he sounds Scottish. It's strange.
Today.
This reminds me of a story I heard on the depths of the internet called Crack Bear.
Oh God.
No. Okay, okay, we are playing Jets. We need to ready up while we'll just sit here. Of course, being a live stream, I'm seeing your chat. Everybody can anybody who isn't in the room or whatever, you can just start asking questions.
What BR is it?
It's 9. We're doing the 9-0. I'm doing the R1 this time around.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll come along if you want me to just die.
Do it.
Try.
I guess I'll just go ahead and queue up the 17.
Well, I'm not going to tell you when we queue up.
John, I can see when you queue up.
I could just I could put it to be right back, and then you'll never know what servers I use.
Am I the only one in this lineup that doesn't have a 9-0 fucking plane?
Yeah, so.
Wait, John,
Okay.
what Nathan is it?
Really? Can we just point directly up at the comment right there? I'm just pointing up to it. Who's being rude? Come on, man. Really? Italians
G91 is disgusting. The Italians are crackheads. Nah, Italians are gods of food.
Wait, John,
Italians are gods of food. In perfect heaven, the Italians are the chefs.
I disagree with that.
Well, it would be better than British chefs. That's for sure.
What if you're an atheist?
Do you want to know the issue
okay,
with
so an
Italian
actual
chefs?
question from the person who just insulted all of the Italian subscribers. Rip. When did you start playing War Thunder? 2014. Right around the same time
I started in 2013.
Right around the same time I started playing Destiny. Who knew?
It's all part of the plan.
Yeah, apologizes. Good man. Oh, I should probably get into queue.
John?
Yep.
Could I bring the F?
Now I'm going to tell the story of Crack Bear.
It's
a quite funny story, alright? So, a drug-running plane was flying over the United States and lost some cargo. It was around 76 kilos of crack, alright? So, lo and behold, a grizzly bear stumbles across this.
Read your pains, mods.
Preston really likes telling this story.
76 kilos of crack.
Shimakaze F went scree.
That's me. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
This bear ate all of the 76 kilos of crack, right? So, for the last
hold on. He ate it?
He ate 76 kilos of crack.
He pulled out his lighter, his crack pipe, he just
it gets better. So, they discovered the body of this bear, and they're wondering, how the fuck did this bear just randomly die? So they dissect the bear, find out it had 76 kilos of fucking crack in itself. They concluded that this bear was only alive for roughly 5 minutes. So, for this 5 minutes... John, let me finish, it gets better. So, they concluded that after this 5 minutes, this bear was the most dangerous animal on this fucking planet. The 5 minutes that this bear was alive, it was the most deadly animal on the fucking planet. Like, holy shit.
And this is the story. And hey, the story ends just as we get into an air battle. Meanwhile,
can I point out that Garvey's currently in a Horton?
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
He's in a Horton.
You got a problem with it? Talk to my brother.
Okay, so, and of course, so the next guide video is going to be the G91, obviously. And let's see, what do I want to do? What am I gonna do? You know what? We're gonna run 20 minutes of fuel because I'm going to go fucking close air support with the sucker and go show up what the aircraft. One of the things the aircraft was designed for, which was
you're playing
glorious, ground attack.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind on that.
Yep.
No, we're not doing ground battle.
No, we're doing actual air battles. What are you talking about?
Unfortunately, I don't happen to have the G91.
What am I hearing? I joined this stream just in time. Oh, you just missed the story about the crack bear. Angry toilet
I get
seat.
to tell the story again!
No! Tell a different story! Find a different story you can tell.
We're gonna tell the story of how the crack bear is the most dangerous animal.
God damn it, Italian jets sighted above the skies of Korea, 1950 colorized.
Seems legit. legit.
Seems legit.
Right?
Seems legit.
Okay,
Yeah. And also, in other news, this month, hopefully before the end of the month, sooner than later, I will be building a brand new computer. I might put up a poll maybe before I go to bed if you guys want to see a build video on that, because, you know, I'm a fucking geek. Nerd!
So,
But anyway, yeah, so new computer, well, hey, let me finish my story, and then you get to tell your story, okay?
Yeah, I
So, the basic specs, Ryzen 2700X, and some kind of 2070, most likely from MSI, 32 gigs of RAM, and then probably a couple of extra hard drives here and there, and a CD drive, because I'm an old school fuck. Who the fuck did that? I swear, if we friggin' crash, I swear to God, I would be upset.
John, I just killed
John,
it falling, and
what?
it just exploded into pieces.
There's a guy in the. Did I crash?
Yes,
What?
yes, you did.
Okay, I was looking at the chat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the command again? If
Really?
that happens.
Whoever... Okay. Just... Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
is banning allowed?
Gopnik, you know... Yeah, Gopnik, you know who to go after. Okay, he's...
Oof.
You just lost your privilege to
let me-
comment on this video, on these streams now. Really? Really, man? I thought I fucking censored that word!
Where is it?
Bugger.
bugger.
There's an F3F,
John,
or F9F, F9F. Okay, we're good.
If there's ever space available,
There is an F9F, and there might be something on my ass. I don't know. I'm scared. I can't see shit. Oh Jesus! Ah, fuck!
Yeah.
I'm slightly upset.
If there's any space in the squad, could I join?
The squad is full. Okay, come on.
Shit.
You didn't
Well,
hear me
there's
say
only
who hasn't squad up with me on a stream, and Moonbear said first. Okay, and unlike last streams, okay, we don't care about some guy with a German username playing a Russian bomber. Where the hell? Who's still alive? Okay, Moonbear on meth, you are now being judged by the rest of the stream. Don't fuck up.
See my skin though. That is
You get to be the 10 of you watching will now be judging his.
Unfortunately, you guys cannot see this absolute game I'm having right now.
Absolute unit.
Okay, time for
If you can, go after that Danny guy. He's the one who killed me.
second.
He's pulling straight up, and he just he just yeeted that Tupolev just there. That poor Tupolev. Just look at that guy. Yep, there goes the crew.
The second story comes from my favorite award known as the Darwin Awards. Because, you know, the Darwin Awards are something funny. So, there's this guy who won a Darwin Award, actually, who decided he's going to reinvent Russian roulette. He doesn't use a revolver, no. He decides to use the full auto 9mm pistol.
Oh my god, nice
The rest
meme.
of the story is self-explanatory.
Nice meme,
Yeah.
nice.
Meanwhile, Moonbear on meth is being pursued by a Meteor F. Danny the pilot just died. Did you kill
Oh my
him?
god, it's Danny DeVito.
No, he just crashed. Ooh!
Oh, about time.
Oof.
About time.
Oof. He just got oofed.
Oh my god, these American pilots are such idiots.
I know, and I'm not bitter.
Yeah, well,
What?
that ended horribly. Okay, let's go back down to 8-3, because honestly, the 8-3 plane is better. Okay, so a question from Angry Toilet Seat. Do you think Italian ground forces should have an option to switch sides halfway through the battle? Okay,
Yes, they should.
I love his username.
It's like, you know, Battlefield 1, you can just switch sides in the middle of the match if you feel like the other side's winning. If there's room on the team. You know. Okay,
so
poor Birth into Spark Spanos. What is it? I think his aim was kind of crap, to be honest. That guy he kept trying to shoot. Moonbear was like, dude, you were like a good, like, 0.8 kilometers in front of him. He was not shooting well. He could have easily killed Moonbear faster, but he just kept wasting his ammo. That's what you don't do. Is if you're in a pursuit, you get as close as possible and then shoot. Especially if the guy's being an idiot and going in a straight line, which Boomir wasn't doing, but the other guy just kept, you know, looping around and spamming his ammo, especially when you have cannons and you don't have that much ammo. Anyway, going back to the pre-series. So, if you don't know what the pre-series, so the G91 was essentially designed, this is kind of the F-16 of the early Cold War. It was the first time that a whole group of nations asked, okay, we need a small, lightweight, frontline strike fighter that can operate from short, rough runways and be cheap to produce. And several contracts went out, and the Italians won the contract with this plane. So this is the pre-series model here. It's an 8.3. Gets a max speed of 1070 kilometers per hour at about 1200 meters, basically sea level. Interesting note about the aircraft, because this is the production prototype, the one unfortunate issue this aircraft has is that it is probably the only jet aircraft in War Thunder, to my knowledge, that can rip itself in a straight line when trying to reach its top speed. It cannot reach 10,700 miles per hour at sea level
1,
without ripping. Both of its...
Boys, I just aced.
You know.
I just aced.
Aced again.
Mix 17 best, changed my mind.
Gaijin, please, IS-7 air spawn.
What?
Here we go again. Okay, so we're doing
IS-7 deserves an air spawn. Change my mind. You won't.
Okay, ready up, Moonbear. So this is an 8-3 battle now.
I love it. I love it.
So
You're gonna love this.
Alert. Something from the stream.
3.
Think I should drop out and watch more of your stream. Learn. Well, as long as people aren't just, you know, making profanities in the chat, we're perfectly fine. People who just, if you're gonna be rude on the chat, we're just gonna remove you. You know, remove your chat privileges. It's not cool.
I won't. I'll just get even ruder with you.
But
of course, this is why the streams are more interesting. It's because I don't like streaming by myself. I usually like streaming with friends because shit goes down and it's hilarious.
I mean,
is
look at me
hentai allowed?
chasing them. Oh my god.
No.
Yes.
Last time that gets mentioned on a stream. Okay? Last time.
Technical
Last time
I did, and yes, I did say 10,000 meters. I meant to say 1,200 meters. Durr. This is why... There's a reason why I don't often do actual guide videos with voiced stuff, though I do have that planned for this year. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, play kazoo. Plays more Italian planes. Yep.
Mix 17 review when?
It's gonna probably be a MiG-19 review at that point because we're doing a G91 at this point. Why would I want to do? Why would I do at that point?
You'll love my aircraft.
And plus, also the reason why I'll do a MiG-19 review is because then I have a free source of replays that I would never ever have to. You know, I'll play enough matches to try, you know, at least show that I can fucking fly the thing. But for, you know, showing best ever combat in the aircraft, I have this man here, and his name is Gopnik, and he is a god, a living god.
I do have to say, most people do run the MiG-19 with air-to-air missiles. I don't.
And I brought out the happy plane. You see, this plane is very happy. He's very happy to be here because he's ready to kill everything he can find as long as nobody friggin' crashes into him or he friggin' G-locks and goes blind. Anyway, let's try not to screw up as a jet pilot because, yet again, I'm not a very great jet pilot. I don't claim to be a great jet pilot.
He's lying.
Hush.
Definitely alive.
Yep.
I think we've geared up the team.
This doesn't look like an up tier. This looks, other than
Oh no, it's a 9-0. It's a 9-0.
It's 9-0 with Heinkel 162s importance.
They think they're
hey,
important,
the ME-262 should be a 9-0. Change my mind.
No.
Nice meme.
Oh, okay. So Angry Toilet Seat. So the short story is Bear ate 76 kilos of crack, lived for 5 minutes, and died. The end.
And it was known as the most dangerous animal on the planet for those 5 minutes.
Yep, exactly.
Crack makes you an apex predator.
So I've been shot banned. So if somebody wants to explain why I'm using a 162, go ahead.
Well, actually, we still don't know. OP Senator hasn't actually gotten back to you on why you got chat banned. I don't remember seeing that chat in the Discord. By the way, if you want to join the Discord, it's in the link on the YouTube page. I don't remember if I've linked it on the Twitch page because, yet again, most people watch on the YouTubes. But absolutely do check out the Twitch page. You know, follow me. You know, follow me there. It would be greatly appreciated if I could, like, you know, get all 15,000 plus of you to subscribe to the Twitch page. That would be amazing. But you know, that's how Twitch works.
The bear isn't alive. He's he's actually
rolling over. So we will now watch a Temperus attack a Tupolev 14T. Who will win?
Oh, that's a bitch!
Now it's expected. I expected that outcome. Rip. Where
I'm gonna
did he go?
load up my
right there.
LA200.
There's Temperus bleeding to death. He's technically dead. We're just waiting for him to crash into the ground.
Did he die by the Tupolev 14?
They traded kills.
Oh, okay.
They traded kills.
Oh, okay.
So he killed him, but he traded kills. On the other hand, there is a bogey southwest. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, there are now 2 bogeys coming directly at me. Oh, boy. Whoa! How did I not get hit? Probably because I'm so bloody tiny. Am I right? Okay, so I think we talked, if you haven't seen How to ME262, the most important thing in jet combat is not to throw around your plane like you're a friggin' prop fighter. You are not an idiot pigeon with a fidget spinner. You are a, you know, angry thrust monster. In this case, this is the angry flying spaghetti monster.
I think I'm
Hey, John, there's
So,
a plane down
a
there.
lot of the time with jet fighting is all about energy, boom and zoom, and just generally speaking, trying to maintain as much speed as possible. Though, of course, I'm being left behind because that LA-15 has, you know, prompt
magical powers.
Yeah.
Russian biters.
Yeah. He is Jesus with that plane. I don't think I am Jesus. I'm not Tech Jesus, otherwise known as Steve from Gamers Nexus, or Gun Jesus, Ian McCollum of Forgotten Weapons.
What about
I don't have, like, you know, the full, like, you know, Jesus beard and mustache combo. Like, we can't. Okay, let's see. And the most important thing, really, if you're a bad shot, always get as close as possible to your opponents. And if you need to turn harder in the G91, use the air brake. Don't use your combat flaps. Use the air brake. Tap the air brake. Get close. Try. He's getting away.
I do recommend if you're at very low air speeds, I do recommend the flaps.
Yeah, at lower air speeds, go for the flaps. My FPS is kind of crap right now. It's not helping. I'm gonna break off pursuit because we got a F-80 coming up on our butts. I'm gonna go deal with him first.
Because, you know, life finds a way.
Because all of you, that poor LA-15 is being trailed like a bunch of seagulls right now. It's hilarious.
Well, I got nothing better to do.
Yeah. Just, look, can we all have a chorus of mine, mine?
Mine.
I got a hit on Wilhelm D. Ross. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let the other guy get that kill. Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy.
He missed.
Okay, he missed. Because I couldn't see jack crap just now.
Psycho Express is a little
Also,
bitch.
the other thing about the G91 is that it is fast, it is light, and it is extremely maneuverable. And it has a ridiculous roll rate. However, again, the G91 pre-series, it does not have basically war emergency power, and its airframe is not as strong as it should be. That's why you have the R1.
Basically, the pre-series does not have the ability to turn its engines to higher RPMs.
Yeah. Yeah, which is essentially, it's not afterburning like our actual supersonic jets.
Hey, look, an IL-28.
Of course, we are waiting. There is a plane now that I think that the Italians should absolutely get, in my opinion, and that would be. Oh wait, what is he doing?
He's trying to outrun you.
I did
or
a dum-dum.
bait you for the F-80 or the F9F.
Yeah, I did a dum-dum.
Hey, Hannah, go kill the IL-28.
Is it bad I turn fight everything? No, that's just kind of the impulse of every person in War Thunder is to turn fight.
Hello! I'm Lindsay Lohan!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so where is... okay, so... Meanwhile, the Heinkel 162 is still alive.
What a mad lad.
He is a mad lad. Charlie is a mad lad.
Absolute fucking mad lad.
Look at him. They were fighting with LA-15. God, the LA-15... Like, okay, you know what's the sad thing? I've had good games in the G91. I had a 3-kill game. I think it was 2 Sabres and an F-80 down, and I headed on both of the Sabres and lived, and they died horribly.
Hannah, the LA-15 is coming towards you.
Take out the A5 Sabre and I'll join your Discord.
Replay.
Did you shoot
well,
at
just
the IL-28?
by the way, the Discord, there is a small function called you have to, read the rules and, accept
Do it correctly or I'm gonna laugh at you.
And Preston will post a meme picture at you. Just don't be Janitor Julius. Don't pull a Janitor Julius, please.
I will post more than just the meme picture at you, honey.
Oh boy.
Anyway. Okay then.
So I guess also, since it's the new year, let's kind of talk about, I guess it's, people doing their chat videos and stuff. So where is...
For the extra line?
Yeah. So while these guys are still in the match, let's talk about how far is JonMan in tech trees in War Thunder. So first, starting with the US, only thing I have to get is actually purchase a whole bunch of jets and then get the F-100D. So there's that.
Do you have the
Haven't really touched helicopters. On my way to the Abrams, I got the M103. I just need to research two more vehicles for that, and then I can just go down this tree and completely ignore everything else. Though I do want to get the Bradley, because the Bradley was a lot of fun on the dev server stream. That was a lot of fun to play. Germany. I'm not talking about fleet because I haven't been really touching fleet. Germany, still got some work to do, working on Companzer 70. I do want to get the Begley Panzer and the TAM, though, because I actually really, really like light tanks. I don't know why. I like being that cheeky bastard that pops up. It's like, surprise.
Gotcha, bitch!
Dead. Yeah, exactly. Helicopters, obviously don't care. Aviation, mostly done with the Germans, actually, working on the CL-13 Sabre, and a few other things. I clearly do have this. Praise the great Gajubi. And also do have the, you see, this lineup here is called Cancer. This lineup is called Cancer. Anyway.
It has all those premiums.
Anyway.
You don't know the meaning of Cancer till you've seen my 5-7 lineup.
Anyway, Russia still got some ways to go with Russia. I do have the Mi-24D, which is a lot of fun to fly in ground forces battles. Tanks, getting somewhere, getting the T-62 M1 because it complements the AM1 more so than the T-64A. The T-64A is kind of
the best German plane.
We're not even looking at the Germans. Anyway, skipped over Britain. Anyway, Army and the British gotta unlock Tier 6 first. I was working on the Chieftain, and then they moved it to Tier 6, and it's like, nah, fuck you. Gotta get it. You gotta get it. You gotta get one more tank. I'm like, really, guys? Maybe sad. Britain, have been playing it much. Obviously, I've completely ignored their bomber tree. I don't know why. Working on the Hunter for some reason. Actually, bad. Yep. Then Japanese tanks, still got to get through the Japanese tanks to the top tier. Japan also is another piecemeal. I need to get it finished tree. Italy, basically done with the Italians. Just, actually an aircraft I do want to see in War Thunder after this is actually the G91Y, which is essentially analogous to the Northrop F5 Freedom Fighter. So it uses the same engines as the Freedom Fighter. Well, we're talking in...
It's not the F5. The F5 is better.
Well, in terms of for the Italian top, as a new Italian top tier, because so the G91Y has the twin engine setup similar to the Northrop. It has twin 30mm DIFA cannons, so that's a 1-up over the Northrop, and it has 4 hard points instead of 2, so it can carry more ordnance, so it'll be a much more substantial jet to deal with. It's only a little bit faster, but I'd imagine it's also quite a bit stronger because it is a complete redesign of the G91 platform, which is nice. Obviously, I still want to see more. We're still missing a bunch of Regane aircraft. Oh man, the Regane 2005. When that thing comes in, Spitfires are going to start crying.
They're already crying.
Really need to get through my Italian tanks because I really, really want the Centauro. I used to play a lot of Armored Warfare, so the Centauro was a fuck ton of fun to play. And yeah, if you want to see me screw around with the Italian tanks on the dev server or the 2 previous streams, dev server, the first dev server, which is the re-upload, so there's no chat there, you might have to kind of do the Senior Chang thing and go kind of look at the chat screen. But I was joined by Blue Beta in that first stream, the Italian ground forces consultant, and he chatted with everybody and also told us that there was quite a few bugs here and there, placeholder stuff. And then of course France, mostly done with the French, oddly enough, working on the AMX 40 because reasons, though I do want to get the AMX 10 RC because I just love, again, I love wheeled vehicles, I love light tanks. They're just a hell of a lot of fun to drive around. And aviation, mostly done. This might be the French guide video just because I can just knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. The Corsair and a French video. Because it is the F4U7 Corsair. While it is a U.S. aircraft, it's an exclusively French plane because this was a French contract. So it took what essentially was the Corsairs that were being built at the time, which were more up-armored and meant for ground attack. They went back and put the older, higher-powered, high-horsepower engines that were being used in World War II. So you had a fighter bomber. So this thing is a lot more durable, and it's... packs 4 20mm cannons, and it does carry, unlike any other Corsair in the game, it does, 114 snap rockets with 300mm of pen at any distance.
114
or 200
rockets.
Basically, there's more than enough penetration that you can basically barrage a group of tankers on the ground, and they're all going to either be dead or hurting severely.
Basically, this Corsair is the reason why they need to have different BRs for air RB and ground RB for aircraft. Because it's not a 6.0 fighter.
Though there is, if you haven't heard the story about, so during the Algerian War, the French were experimenting with putting anti-tank missiles, and they used the Corsair firing those missiles that we see on their tanks, basically everybody's tanks, those early SS-11s. So the idea, actually, we end up seeing that happen with the bullpups. It's essentially the same thing with bullpups, except it's in a prop plane. Of course, the French realized this is a really stupid idea because the pilot is not only holding onto his joystick, but then his left hand is off the throttle, and he has to control these ATGMs with a tiny little joystick. They ended up using an old twin-engined, passenger aircraft converted into attack aircraft, so that the second co-pilot would be the one firing the ATGMs and controlling them while the pilot steadies the aircraft and keeps the ATGMs in view for the co-pilot. That's fun. Also, of course, if the French get their supersonic jets, oh boy. I went to we won't even talk about Japan's possibility for supersonic.
Oh
Mitsubishi
my
F1.
God, we're just talking about the
F104.
No, the Mitsubishi F1.
No, let's get the F4
is Japanese too, so I mean, yeah.
That thing will go oof. That thing will oof everybody. If nothing gets added, that will counter it at least. Anyway, let's mix it up. Let's do. Speaking of the Japanese, how about Or actually, since I know people are going to ask about him. I need to actually look at the stream chat here. I think patrons should be able to have a one-time game with JonMan. Yeah, Patreon, unfortunately, is something I've been neglecting horribly, but I do need to really get in on that. Though, however, yeah, I need to think about it. God, my ADHD just hates me. Japan in World War II, it's a true fact. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to actually drop down quite a few BRs down to 2.3. We're going to check out the air event vehicles. I will be doing a video on both of these vehicles at some point, but I'm kind of waiting on Gaijin to make some fixes because there is a weird bug with the Focke-Wulf 190C. I'll show you. Yeah, so we're going to be playing 2.3 with the French, and we're going to be looking at the MB 152C1. This is
cash in my coupon.
Yep, cash in your coupon. So this aircraft, if you don't know, this is kind of the earlier development of an aircraft that we've had in the beginning of the game. So this is 3.3 with just the two 20mm cannons, but this was an aircraft. This one in specific was developed during the Vichy French regime, tested by the Germans, but they ended up not producing any. Before the French got horribly stomped, they were working on this thing, which had an improved engine. It has the two 7.5 machine guns and the two 20mm cannons, though clearly the barrels are much thicker and much bigger compared to what we see on the MB7, which the barrels are much thinner now and, fluted, I guess, for cooling. I don't know. Though the one thing I never understood with World War II aircraft is what is up with the offset sight. There are things I need to research so I can be more knowledgeable about it, especially when talking about it. It's like I guess it's a form. I think it's a form of leading, primitive form of leading.
Yeah,
iron
sights. I have noticed that inside the cockpits of the MiG-19 and all the other jets that they do have a lead indicator.
Ooh. That's nice.
When it comes to those, it's usually on nose-mounted aircraft.
Some Japanese planes were made of wood because they were wasting materials in bigger battleships and bigger tanks.
Yamato!
The thing is, that's kind of a. I don't know what to say to that. It's just, unless the Japanese were using a large amount of steel in their aircraft, they would be more worried about having a good supply of aluminum.
Aircraft aren't made out of steel. They're made out of
they're
aluminum.
not. Yeah, duraluminum. What is it? The most like kept secret, like the most ultra secret thing about the Zero was the fact that it was using a specially formulated duraluminum alloy. That's why the aircraft was, inherently pretty strong, but of course it just didn't have for, its capability. It was fast enough, it was strong enough, it could fly for extremely long ranges, but on the other hand, it just lacked things like having not self-sealing fuel tanks, as seen here.
Fun story: the MB152C1 is actually entirely offset. Like, if you look at the propeller and you look at the fucking cowling on the fuselage, or if you look at the fuselage and the propeller, it's offset.
Now I cannot unsee that, and the question is why.
Did you notice the Panzer IV
turned into also the high quality model?
Yeah, that's probably a Gaijubel. Well, that's not as bad as staring at a helicopter and realizing it's kind of lopsided, even though it's not supposed to be. You will now forever never. You will forever be like the offset cockpits of the later Mi-24s. That's properly modeled. It's just for some reason the right gear is sagging just a little bit, and it's just like, and then you can never unsee it.
I can't look at an Abrams and not scream at the top of my lungs.
Why
Because
is that?
of the it's because of this offset turret.
The whole tank is offset and it's pissing me off. Why? Why would you do that?
My F6F. Why, Charlie? Okay, so everybody got 2.3 like British or French, because we can definitely not queue with Je Japonese.
Well, what about this?
No, not the Germans.
They
But
don't
the Brits.
count.
Do I actually have a 2.3 France?
Probably not.
Oh no, do you?
I have a 3.0. Let me change.
Oh, dude, you can fly the Potier 631.
yeah,
fun.
that's what I was about to do.
The
That's
Potes.
That was a glorious plane.
It is a glorious plane. But today we're flying just the MB because we got to show it off
I
here.
still
So
gotta buy that.
I have flown it a few times. It's a good plane for 2.3. It's not particularly great, but it's a good enough plane. For
Definitely
first step.
some improvement.
Well,
Yeah,
Premium.
of course,
where
that's
our
what the.
standards are good enough.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Also, I do have something coming in the mail tomorrow. I'm going to probably switch from this, I don't know, this, dynamic mic here. I'm going to be switching to a Antlion Mod Mic 5, and it's going to be plugged in via my interface. So hopefully for
Remember,
live streaming and stuff, less, me clacking on the keyboard, so on and so forth. Take 2.3 into 9.0 ARB. Heck no.
Oh, hell
To be
no.
fair, the first time I ever flew a jet, I had to fight a Focke-Wulf A5 and I lost.
Oof.
Remember,
The first time I encountered jets, I was flying a Tempest Mark V against Sabres, and I won 2 head-ons. I don't know
you
why.
have 20 mil cannons.
Noobs.
But they have 50 cals that go faster.
Noobs.
Yeah, friggin' noobs. And of course, I wonder why the fuel load's minimum 30 minutes. That seems like a lot for an
Mine is
aircraft.
29.
I mean, I take 30 minutes normally.
31 minutes of fuel for some reason. So,
I
hey,
take
so
20.
a whole bunch of us here in a hurricane.
I usually take 20.
Oh, dude,
My buddy took his Po-2 in earlier. Lots of maneuver kills. Yeah, maneuver kills are... I just wish that Gaijin would actually count maneuver kills in that sense. That would be interesting. But I feel like there's, people... I could say Gaijin should add this or that, but when I say that, it's then time to think about from the developer's standpoint is how do you do that? And is it actually feasible? And that's what I think a lot of people in the community don't really think about that when they say Gaijubles do this, Gaijubles do that. It's like... and some of the things, some of the things are realistic, some things can be done, but then there are things people ask and say, like, they should do this and that, and it's like, well, that's going to take forever, and implementation is not just, 1, 2, 3.
Well,
1, 2, 3, boom,
Oh,
spooky,
hush you.
Layak magic. There you go. Have this.
Well,
Yeah.
people are saying things like they should add the B-52s. No.
IS-7 should still get an air spawn.
Now I'm kind of looking at it, yeah, I think, I don't know, is it the engine in the mounting is offset? Because that
Yeah,
I
think
could
it's-
see, I feel like it's either a thing in the model
I
or
think
in
you're
real
right, I
life
think
they
both
did
sit.
this because the French are weird and we're trying to offset torque somehow.
The
I'm
French
pretty
made some
I'm
really
pretty sure
bad
the entire fuselage is curved. Like, if you look at it from underneath and you put the wings level, you kind of get your tail heading off to the right, and it's weird.
Is it me, or do I find it that maybe this was done on purpose? Like, if you will never unsee it once you think about it, but like the G55s, one of their wings is actually longer than the other, and that's meant to offset torque. And even then, it still flies beautifully because, trim tabs. Very important.
I don't know how many people know this, but on the SU-47, one of the tail sections is longer than the other.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That's sexy.
Delta the Gamer. Okay, somebody who's actually going to be, be
You
nice
know how
about
the
it.
F-16...
Yeah. You can make a guess of what type of Asian I am. People have guessed before, and they have been wrong. I have declared it once or twice in the stream, but I like letting people guess.
Okay, so
No.
you know how the F-16 is like offset? It has instability, but it flies like really good.
Yeah, well, that's because it has fly-by-wire, right?
Okay, well, the SU-47 is like that same concept.
Notice, John, notice me, senpai. No.
That's a weeb.
I
will
Glad you're a closet weeb.
I am not. This is a lie. This is Western propaganda.
Western propaganda.
But unfortunately, this is an Asian streamer, so theoretically, it's Eastern propaganda.
Okay, so no. It's
the only thing that kind of ruins this BR matchmaker, I understand why the Heinkel 100's at this tier, but can they just please give the damn thing a cannon and move it up a BR? Because it's really stupid that it's at this BR for its, like, considering its performance. And there's a C202. The Heinkel 100. No C202. Oh boy! Oh boy!
I died.
You gotta kill them.
Okay, the C202, he is
Nice
going
meme.
to... Come on.
Heinkel 100, I'm diving on you.
That is a lot of...
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff around here. How is the C202... Is the C202 that much faster than I am?
No,
Yes.
I'm not Boris, by the way, or Dita, or anyone else who sounds even closely to Slav.
No.
Many people have gone to them confused.
Ha ha, gotcha, bitch.
I don't think he sounds like Boris, though. Boris has a very, very distinct accent. Okay, the other thing about this aircraft that does
Very
bug me
forced
is that
accent.
this thing overheats like a mofo.
What is a mofo?
It's a mofo.
Mofo.
Don't question
A
it.
mofo.
Mofo?
Okay, this guy is clearly just kind of a... I can understand what he's doing, and yet it just kind of bores me, so I'm just going to turn away. How to get somebody to fight you is to leave. If you know they're running because they want to get an extended on you because they think they can outmaneuver you. But if you have good maneuverability, you can force them to get into another... Come on, I'm going to get closer.
Oh my god, I cannot, for the life of me,
Got
be able
him.
to aim the German 30.
Yates! Get out of here!
Anyone who shoots me down in an Austrian,
unfortunately, I do have an
get
issue.
this down.
Okay, I do have a friggin' issue. Oh boy, where am I? Oh no.
Dita
Ooh.
sounds like you. I'm not Dita, and he does not.
Hey, the airfield's over there. And I got issues.
You
Oh, boy.
literally, I cannot count how many people have gotten me and Dita confused.
Dita sounds like you. I've spoken with Dita before.
Actually, I just spoke to
I have
him
a
couple
great
minutes
story.
ago.
I have a great story with that one. So the first time I met Dita, I think it was me and Abanansky, somebody, we were chatting in Mike Goes Boom's chat. Dita comes in, and then he's just, I could hear there's like a friggin' party in the background. He's drunk, and I'm just like, huh? Is this Dita? And it was, of course, it's like he was going, wait, you're a YouTuber? And inwardly, me going, I've been noticed, senpai. The end.
Notice me, senpai.
Yeetus.
Okay,
Yeetus.
remember when I said I can't aim the Austrian for any reason whatsoever? I retract that statement now.
Glorious
Liar.
idea.
2 kills ahead of everyone.
I just killed the
Glorious
jet.
idea. Go to enemy airfield. Was he French? What?
Was who French?
Who's French?
I am French.
Preston,
Wow.
you are not French. You're a dirty capitalist.
His ancestry is French, but otherwise
Count.
that doesn't count.
Look
according
at
to
the
Gottmik.
Oh, I was gonna say Gottmik's not even in this match, and I was fucking
Okay, it's really bugging me now that you pointed it out that the friggin' propeller is not centered in the cowling.
They did that
It's just
on purpose.
bugging me now. It like they have to have done that on purpose.
I don't think they did it on purpose. I think guys
Last
just
guy's
can't model it properly.
100.
Okay, so meanwhile, let's talk about something here. So if you're in the situation of that your engine's kind of fucked, the best thing you can do first off is climb, then put yourself in a very shallow dive, point in the direction of the airfield, and hope that the engine lasts long enough that you can make it there. If you have to, put it into a steeper dive to get more speed, especially if you're like within a click of the airfield.
If no one has figured this out yet, then I am sorry. You need to go back and play biplanes.
That's
Yeah,
why.
but some people don't. They'll just like, well, I'm screwed and J out. But if you're relative, shit. Oh boy. Okay, so we are now going to perform what is known as a dead stick landing, because, well, the engine's dead. So
Engine dead. Engine no good anymore.
engine died, but engine did its job. It protected Francois here from dying horribly because, you know, radial engines are giant blocks of armor.
I can confirm Dita is neither German or Australian or Austrian. I read that as Australian for some reason. I don't know why.
And somehow, by miracle, the engine lasted long enough for me to get to the airfield safe and sound. So this man gets to live another day.
Oh, cool. He's only.
Okay.
Whoever said capitalist, I have a joke for you.
He got to eat another baguette.
Well,
Nice.
here's a capitalist joke.
Hey,
Two
Gopnik,
men,
I also have a
two
joke
men
for
walk
you.
into a
Communist.
BAR. The end.
Preston, please go burn in a fire with the Jews.
Okay. Come on, Goff. Come on. Jesus.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa. Come on, guys. Come on.
I apologize
I
for
knew
that
that
one.
you were Russian, but throwing words on top of that? Wow!
Next thing you know,
Russian,
Donald Duck
rare.
wakes up from a bad dream and realizes he's not a
dang.
Nazi. The end.
I just hold on. Okay, well, all right. Half of it has to do with the fact that I am playing German tanks. And I just killed an IS-2 with a Marder 3.
Oof.
Sayo.
This is another stream that's not going to get published publicly, unfortunately.
I apologize for that one.
No, that and also somebody's already had the screen put the N-word in the chat too. That doesn't, you know.
It's okay. He's gone now.
Yeah, he's gone. Like,
He
don't
has been
be that guy.
exterminated.
Okay.
He has
Preston,
been-
what are you doing?
Unless you're Preston.
Chicken, dude!
But Donald Duck is a Nazi.
No, he's not. He had a bad dream that he was one, and then he woke up and said, "God bless America," dressed in, you know, red, white, and blue.
Actually, now that you mention it, that actually used to be a propaganda type thing.
No, I think the funniest
Bless
of
you.
those, like, speaking of those, like, World War II, like, both Warner Brothers and Disney made a lot of propaganda.
Oh, yeah.
Cartoons back. They even made instruction. I think it was Disney who made the instructional one for Du Bois anti-tank rifle. That's a hilarious one to watch. Okay,
John, are you Asian? Yes, he happens to be Asian.
It's just like it's gonna be the greatest meme ever. The newest meme is, "John, are you Asian?"
John, are you Asian?
Such bad language on such a Christian stream. Gosh, Gopnik, this is a Christian Minecraft stream. Dare you use that language here?
I thought this was an Orthodox Russian stream.
In before somebody just, you know, that's terrible.
I'm not gonna do that.
JonMan and chat being in it.
What?
Zoom. He typed, all I see is Zoom. Zoom. And knife. Yes, Delta, we were just talking about this. The fact of the matter is that the propeller is not centered on the plane, and it's bugging the hell out of me now.
Anything that isn't symmetrical really bugs me out, unless it's the Su-47.
Okay, let's see what's happening down here. We have a teammate Crash, and he's just chilling out here.
I'm a
Hi.
Vietnamese. What are you?
The trees.
The trees, man! The trees!
The trees are talking! The trees are talking!
When the trees start talking...
No, when the Japanese soldiers... The face of Japanese soldiers when they start hearing Tagalog from the trees.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait a minute, this is a Christian bartender service.
No, also that applies to the that also applies to the Americans when they were facing you know, there's a reason why the Filipinos are very much the reason why America adopted 45 ACP. Because a certain tribe in the Philippines was known to be very, very fanatical to the point of charging American GIs with spears, and 6 rounds from 38 Special would not knock them down. So fellow soldiers would end up finding not only their fellow soldier dead with a stick through him, but then the soldier or the tribesman with 6 holes in him and dying. Because
not blasting planes with air-to-air rockets and the
38 Special does not cut it against fanatical soldiers. So that's why 45 ACP became a thing. The end.
Not blasting planes with air-to-air rockets.
The day that
in
CN
the
Arsenal does the M1911 episode, that will be both a great day and a tragic day. Because it's going to be that'll be a friggin' feature-long ass movie. Anyway, moving on. So this is a decent fighter. It's not particularly great, but it's a great collectible for those who like collecting planes. However, a more useful collectible is the Focke-Wulf 190C. Now, this thing, history of this is, so the A model was doing pretty well, but then, you know, there's all these bombers incoming, and the Focke-Wulfs obviously are very bad at high altitude because they don't really have the gear to, you know, really fight at high altitude, especially when he got loaded down with, you know, armament and stuff. So 2 projects were started. One of the projects being the Focke-Wulf 190C, and then the Focke-Wulf 190D. The C model was an attempt to use not only an inline engine, in this case, they fixed it, the Daimler-Benz 603AS engine, but also to have a turbocharger system. Hence why this thing looks like a bloated kangaroo. So, turbocharger system, very much like a P-47, except that the Germans couldn't into turbochargers because they didn't have the critical metals needed to allow for high turbochargers with high durability. Anyway, so let me disband the squad quick because there's something I'm going to test now, that if they change the name on this, they changed the name on the engine. So the question, this was reported as a bug report, and I do have footage of this. I might mention it in the video. So the aircraft was having issues with the guns not firing correctly. So let's see. Yep, it's still kind of. So this has been reported as a bug. It has been noted. I don't know why. That's probably maybe next week they'll probably get around to fixing it. But yeah, the 7.7 should be firing from the cowling of the aircraft. But in some reason they're firing from the right side of the plane, and then the cannons are firing from the left side of the plane, which means you get some really weird aiming issues.
Hold on, is Zita there? If so, can he yell, "I'm gay"? No, Dita's not here. Dita is somewhere else.
Dita is from Turford.
And then,
okay, so where'd Tempress go? Tempress died, apparently.
Press F for temp.
Can someone yell, "I'm gay," please?
Yeah, where did Tempress go?
I literally cannot stop sucking dick.
Guys, come on!
That's
Christ!
pretty gay, you know? Kind of
Come on!
Come on, guys. It's
we need a quotes channel. We really need a
quotes channel. But yeah, this is why this stream ain't gonna get nobody like you heard it here. This is the.
Like I said, well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Oh my Jesus!
what?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Man, I love these
That
streams.
sound even gayer.
Toaster bath.
I'm a Panzer. Okay, Charlie, do you want to
I'm
join
a
back in?
toaster bath.
It's not
Yes.
Or actually,
Send me an
since,
invite. Come on.
yeah, since Temperus is dead and gone for some reason,
God.
Gopnik, you get the substitute,
Yes.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I don't have the 190C.
but you can bring
Just-
out a 190.
I can
Why
bring
not?
out something else though.
You got a
Yeah,
K9.
where
Bring out the
are
D9 if you have it, just to compare.
Well, my
Well-
D9's not spaded.
Oof.
Oof.
I'm gonna bring it up now.
Where the heck? Okay, we're not inviting that guy. Okay, where the frick are you on the list? I can't even find you. Oh, there's, and also shout out to Ash. Give that guy some love. He's a great guy.
John,
Spitfire.
send me an invite,
He's
man.
trying to do something. Did I send? Oh, Gopnik got the invite first. Somehow I accidentally invited
Yoked.
Gopnik before Hannah. I thought I clicked Hannah's or Charlie's freaking thing first. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna be flying this guy out, despite the fact that the guns are bugged. I do hope Gaijin does get around to fixing the guns, because otherwise, this is a really good plane for what it is. I got kind of sidetracked once again. So essentially, the C project fell through, even though it was interesting, and the issue with this engine installation, that it took a lot of modification to the airframe along with the turbocharger installation, and it was just a lot easier to install the Junkers Umo, because the Junkers Umo engine here, it's the Junkers 213E1. It was easier to install this aircraft with its supercharger turbocharger system in there. Unfortunately, this led to the aircraft being nose heavy. Kirk Tonk, in his infinite genius and wisdom, decided, screw it, we're just going to cut the tail off and add a slight extension to the tail. Done. Thus was born the Doras. Yeah. Yes, if you're wondering, literally, they cut the tail off and then added an extended section to rebalance the aircraft.
I'll fly out a door.
And it was glorious.
It was
Yeah,
glorious.
same.
However, this aircraft is pretty glorious, and now we're gonna take it out.
I actually haven't flown one yet.
Yeah, the 190. The thing is, this flies pretty well. It flies pretty well for what it is, and though it
For
won't
what
replace
is,
the
it's a
D13
German
anymore.
plane.
Yeah. Do you have the D13 got? Because they're actually the same BR.
No, I have the D9 though.
Okay, so between what's looking at the stats, so because it's a premium, the Focke-Wulf 90C can only reach a top speed of 685 kilometers per hour at 11,000 meters. The Dora can reach 725 at about 10,000 meters, essentially. It's essentially, it can turn ever so slightly better, has a slightly worse climb, and then its armament setup is typical of earlier Focke-Wulfs of the era, minus the outboard cannons. So this was strictly more of an interceptor. The outboard cannons were really added, especially for like ground close air support in the ground, and then really for just going after B-17 formations where they want to have as many cannons on board as possible. John's armpits look like they're sweating.
Oof.
Yikes.
Rip.
That's really like.
That's really weird. That's really weird to ask, but I guess that's your. Oh.
I mean, we've already gone.
You know what's the nice though? I will say the nice thing about the fact that the guns are kind of fucked up, seemingly. Okay, yeah, that's gonna really screw me up because I never noticed that until recently. That the cannon, I didn't realize that they were messed up until maybe two test flying this thing. I flew a couple. The cannons were showing it off on the stream. The machine guns are firing from the right side of the aircraft. The cannons are firing from the left side. The machine gun should be firing through cowling, and the cannon should be firing from the wingwards. I think I think a coder fell asleep and they woke up, just pressed save and put the plane on the server, and then in their infinite wisdom, they somehow magically swapped one of the machine guns and cannons.
Well, I mean, I don't claim to know how the coding actually works, but it has to be something as simple as they just swapped two XY coordinates or something.
Now, I don't typically fly my D9 because the repair cost is way too damn high.
Yep. So the repair cost, by the way, on the Focke-Wulf 190. What the hell? Why does this thing have 25 free repairs?
Because it's a premium. That's a new standard thing for all the premiums. Is you get 25 free repairs with it.
Nice. And then the D13. Actually, so the D13 and the 190C share very similar repair cost. Not very expensive.
So how much? 12,000?
6,000. Essentially 6,200, 300 for each.
I mean, it would be.
So,
it would be 12.
My D9 stock is 12,000.
Yeah.
My Focke-Wulf A8 is 14,000, and it's an A model, not even a, not even a D model. Junkers 8. Actually, the 288C is more expensive to repair at 7,000, nearly 8,000 silver lions. Probably for good reason. Totally not broken. Totally not able to bomb 2 bases and then yeet.
The thing is, cats are seriously.
Yeah, me speak of the devil. We have a guy over there, 3 kilometers away. We can see a BF-109 coming right at you.
I think.
Depends. You can if you're in something that has no armor at all, you can be scared. But if you're me in something, like a P-47, I just look at you and pull trigger. That is not Dita. How many times have we had to say this?
Guys, seriously, I'm not Dita. I just sound like Dita.
It's definitely not Dita. This is the Gopnik Tsar. He does not claim to be a Dita impersonator. It would be about, it's like the oldest joke I think people have, I don't think anybody in here, the oldest joke that I remember when I first started talking with people on TeamSpeak, oldest joke I remember was people telling me that I sound like NTAC, of all people. And I'm like, who? At the time?
Who?
Meanwhile, we got, there's a lot of fighters up top.
Yeah, this is why I don't fly my D9, because all the other fighters can just climb better than me.
Yep.
Well, at least you don't have a 30mm cannon and your nose weighing you down even more.
Fair enough.
However, there is a B-29 that's a bit lower than the fighters.
I'm gonna go after
him. Go for that, and going for that is a very bad idea.
We should all go after that B-29.
Yeah, we should
wait for everyone to go after the D-355 that's going for the B-29. Okay.
Never mind. The DO 335 just yeeted. Have fun with your repair cost. Rip. Americans actually climbing what? Yeah, it's been kind of a thing, and it's amazing. Americans are actually climbing, and it's actually fucking scary.
By the way. That's a P-38K, I'm just saying.
Oh boy, okay, P-51, hello sir. Do you really want to go at me like that? Fuck, what happened to, there goes my tail. There goes the engine. Well, that's bad. Yeah, that wasn't a very good match. Rip.
This is great match.
But wait, you can watch all the D series 190s do good things.
See, and this is why the Focke-Wulf 190C wasn't adopted. It also made the aircraft extremely ugly. I'm gonna be honest. That's, as much as I like it, it's kinda ugly. Like, you look at the D12 here, flown by Charlie. Like, it looks good. It's, it's the interceptor, the high altitude interceptor Focke-Wulf, and it looks, cool. It looks, deadly. But then you looked at the C model, and it's like somebody working in their garage got bored, and they just couldn't be bothered to. It's like when people try to turbocharge an old muscle car with, I don't know, leaf blowers.
That looks good. Don't fuck with me.
I love the tubes on the side. I think it looks awesome. I might actually make a skin for this.
Honestly, again, it's like to me, they could have honestly just done a supercharger instead of a turbocharger. I think that's what the Yumo engine has. It has a supercharger. If anybody doesn't know the difference, a turbocharger uses engine exhaust to boost an engine, while a supercharger is mechanically driven. Both have the same goal, to shove as much air into the engine as possible. In cars, this is meant to make the engine perform with even more horsepower. In aircraft, it's meant to... Why did you turn off your engine?
I've been having a bad glitch where whenever I hit 0% throttle, my engine just cuts.
That's usually what happens.
That Seafire is gone. He has been yeeted and deleted. He no longer exists. Nigel is deado. Hey, look, at 84. The poor bastard. That poor bastard.
Since this is the only D series with a 30 millimeter cannon, yeah.
Is it a 108 or a 103?
108.
It's a 108. Well, if you want if you want like literal overkill, actually I'll probably fly it out, like, just because I haven't flown it out in a while. But that thing is like the ultimate overkill. That's the TAW 152C.
Oh yeah, the C3 is what I've been flying.
I'm pretty sure turbochargers work off how many stickers you have on your vehicle. No.
For some random reason, my engine won't turn back on either, by the way.
Uh-oh. Smash I repeatedly.
There it goes. There it goes. That was...
My kill got stolen, right?
Please
You're
don't
still
do
flying. What were you two doing?
He provoked God himself.
He's provoked God himself. Are you two just dogfighting now?
Yeah. We got bored.
Do I need to go down there and sort you two out? I have the high ground.
John, look behind you. John, look behind you. Behind you. I'm already dead, you ding-dongs. I've been dead. I died in a head-on. Why are you saying look behind me?
No!
Oh. You idiots. Why are you guys being dumb?
Fly in front of me, you pussy.
Okay, we're done looking at this. So the sad thing I find is that the Focke-Wulf was Germany's secondary fighter. It was kind of like Germany, like, oh, we have the 109. Why do we need another fighter? The only reason they adopted it is because we might not have enough 6DB engines to go around, so we need another fighter aircraft. So the Focke-Wulf was taken in place. So the ultimate evolution of the Doras, as it were, is the TAW 152. This one being the TAW 152C3. And this thing is so it has 4 cannons, 4 20mm cannons, 650 rounds, and an MK103, not a 108, 103 in the nose with 90 rounds. So oof, it has a lot of firepower, and it's a 5.7.
It's the kind of thing that when you have that one guy who's just camping in his airfield, you take HVAP and you win the game.
Yep, exactly. Or fly over their airfield while in a Focke-Wulf 190C and find that the airfield, the AA crews are friggin' drunk. And the pilot's like, where's my AA? Where's my AA? And I shoot out. Yeah, I chased an F-82 who was landing at his base. He landed, he's like, my AA will take care of it. I fly in, I'm expecting the AA to go off. The AA doesn't go off, and I just straight strafed the guy to death and then bailed away from the airfield. Like, they still not shooting at me. Then a Magic Mustang came out of nowhere and murdered me. The end.
Oh, we won.
No game's over, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been going at it for about an hour and 15, maybe another like 45 minutes. So we'll just do another. I'll do another match in this. Like, let's get a good match, at least, because that was.
Well, I got 1 kill. Well, okay, 2 if you technically count the team kill that I did.
And I only got 2 actual kills.
Behind you in the room. What?
Oh, I just unlocked my Arado. Sweet.
It's
just
the ghost.
People like I think people are just staring at like they're all staring at the piggy bank that's just sitting on my side table on my bed. It's like a tiny piggy bank, college-bound piggy bank. More like the I need to get the hell out of college piggy bank, as it should be.
Yikes.
Hey, when you're a cybersecurity major and you take a class this semester called Capture the Flag.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's
Did
a fun class.
Did you punch a guy in the throat and steal his flag?
No.
Oh.
But I'm gonna hack in. I'm gonna hack into their system and take their flag, and then they have to take it back from me. Good luck getting past 7 firewalls. God, that's such an old meme. No, not things. What are you guys
Good luck
talking
trying
about?
to get by on my fucking incognito mode. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Jesus, fuck.
Yes. Best map ever.
Wait. This is
Bring
actually
full fuel loads. Bring as much
it's
fuel as
something
possible.
else.
Let's go.
This is going to be
what
great.
I'm trying to figure out what my chat's trying to figure out. There's nothing.
Oh, dude, there's only 54 minutes.
What is wrong with this chat? What is wrong with all of you?
49 minutes of fuel.
What is
Let's go.
okay? I am no longer trusting this chat. You are all. I'm taking 30 minutes of fuel. I think that should be fine.
I got 50. I apologize in advance if I shoot any of you down because I got bored.
Some people are leaving the match.
Try, you smarmy cunt. I'll put you in the fucking ground.
Oh, Jesus.
I just saw the chat. You're all on a live stream.
Well, you already shot me down last game, so you don't need to do it again, okay?
Angry Toilet says, if I die, clear my browser history, please. And then Motor Genji asks, can you play Battlefield 5? No, but I can absolutely play Destiny 2 and some Gambit. Oh boy, that'll be... Maybe I should start streaming Gambit. Just purely be a Destiny 2 Gambit streamer and just play Gambit because Gambit's fun. Gambit is a hell of a lot of fun.
On the topic of deleting...
Alright. Let's see what we got.
Delete my browser history. Can you just...
Allies
like,
on the field.
Computer?
Why is John so much slower than us? He has a turbocharger.
Because the turbocharger kind of sucks.
Because he's the lesser C series, not the D series, you know?
Yeah, the C. Remember, the C series. Honestly, the D series is a better aircraft. I'm not gonna lie. I think the D series is a better aircraft. The C. I didn't think that this aircraft would come into the game at any point. I was surprised that it came in as a rare. Honestly, like I was just surprised that it came into the game. But you know. Also, if anybody hasn't noticed, Hans no longer looks like he's on crack, and he's actually using his gas mask.
Oh, he is? Shit,
Yeah.
you right.
Yeah. Like, and people are complaining, oh, they got rid of the old Nigel model. Honestly, the old Nigel model is horrible. As much as I love Nigel. Like, everybody loves Nigel, but still. That pilot model was really bad, and it was actually, the colors were kind of bad, too. And it seems like whoever the artist was at Gaijin who created the new British pilot model, they must have been watching Dunkirk. Because the British pilot model is a spitting image of the actor who was flying the Spitfire. You should teach people to talk in chat. No one's communicating anymore.
Bane?
The Spitfire theme was fucking great.
Huh? Yeah, the Spitfire scene was good. The only thing I think a lot of people, what is it? What's his name? Who's the guy who does all like the historic reviews of movies? Can't remember his name. He's a British guy. Definitely more entertaining than Squire. History buffs, yeah. The one thing that he complained, like his one particular critique of the movie, and I actually kind of agree with it. They could have done with a little bit more CGI. Like, I get it, practical effects, but the thing is, the beaches were kind of empty. Like, compared to a previous film that was about Dunkirk, that it did a lot of CGI, but it was believable and it was really good, and it really felt filled out like the feeling of what it was like to be at Dunkirk, and then you compare it to Dunkirk the film, and then the beach is kind of empty. Same thing with aircraft. They could have absolutely done a lot more CGI, because both literally in the film, besides, you know, just the words, where's the bloody Air Force, the bloody Air Force was there, but the fact that, I get it, they wanted to use real film, real planes. No, they did not crash a real Spitfire into the water. That was a full-size prop plane, as in a prop, not an actual prop plane.
How are you climbing faster than me, Governor? When you're stuck, and I've got like half my upgrades.
Chat's delaying about 20 seconds.
Magic.
Probably because there's chat. Though, again, by the way, I did get an upgrade in internet speed recently. There is a 5-second chat delay, or a 5-second stream delay. I might, in the future, start doing without the stream delay, because we will be able to, that'll be able to actually interact with you guys on live in real time. And of course, I have a better internet connection. Right now, I'm kind of slowly testing the connection. We're pushing about 5,500 kilobytes per second. Though my connection can go up to 20 megabits upload. So, yeah.
Hey, Gopnik, you're level out at about like 7,000 or so?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
No, I didn't get tail struck by someone, Jake. I died in a friggin' head-on.
Let me climb slightly higher so you can like get
if you look at the altimeter of the Spitfire 109, it'll say stratosphere. Interesting. None of us.
I think that around here we should level out.
Yep. Also,
yeah, that's climbing into
if anybody who doesn't spend very much time in their cockpit in War Thunder, the one thing, if you haven't noticed, I think actually Digital Digging did a video a long time ago. Don't know what happened to that guy. He's really nice. Used to play with him a lot. The clock in your cockpit in War Thunder is actually matched to your local time. So as you can clearly see, even though it looks like it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it is actually 12 o'clock at night for me, because East Coast.
Damn, it's actually 6:15 here, and
and it should.
Neat.
Yeah, that's a small thing people don't notice, but that's a really cool thing. So I guess I feel like they do that for sim pilots who are probably, maybe somebody figures it out. They've been playing the game for a while. It's like, what time is it? Oh shit, I've been playing the game for 4 hours. I've flown 10 sorties in these past 4 hours.
It's actually really helpful because the game covers
10 out of 8. I put several bets that all the Allied aircraft are being retarded this match, and they're all below the cloud cover.
Or they're all at 10,000 meters above.
No, the last match, Jake, I died by a head-on. Oh my god, it's just the new meme. I think we have officially found the new meme of the stream is, look, what is behind
John? Who is behind John?
How did you die?
Nothing but a messy bed. In the end.
Is that Dita?
Oh my god.
Is that Dita? That's a...
New meme, is that Dita?
Somebody should just, like, take a screenshot, Photoshop Dita's face behind my friggin' head, just staring. I don't care if it's his weeb avatar or a picture of him from whatever Gamescom, because I think he went to Gamescom, if I remember correctly. Oh my god, can we stop, please? Christ. Stop.
How fast are you going right now?
Cease your tomfoolery.
Gopnik.
Huh?
How fast are you right now?
Almost 400 kilometers per hour.
Same as me then.
Okay, so I'm gonna level out and see how fast this thing can go at about 6,000. You guys are only going 400?
Yeah.
7K and I'm going 330.
Meanwhile, pushing past 400, gonna go for, let's see how fast this sucker can actually go in level flight.
Well, wait, John. Are you using IAS or ground speed?
I'm using IAS.
Okay, so same as me then.
John, we have an I-225.
Where?
At about
Oh,
the question.
7.5.
What do we do?
I'll climb.
We don't do anything.
Kill him.
No, we don't do anything. Don't provoke him. He's God.
I'm climbing.
He's going after a Key 84 right now, and
He's got a Doe 335 on him and a 109's fighting with him. He's got 3 people on him, and me and Moonbear are perfectly positioned to intercept him, so let's do that. Moonbear is going in. Looks like it. Huevos Wangos. Egg.
I'm gonna animal man.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
can we just
grab him.
all...
Well, try to animal man, because at this altitude, this plane doesn't want to
Okay,
fucking
the only
move.
thing is, I definitely know that the I-225, having done the guide video on it recently, that thing outperforms me horribly, so
There's
I am
2
going to...
I-225.
I have an idea. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, boy.
We have a Tempest.
There's Tempest here. That's gonna
Which
be
Tempest is it? The
scary.
Mark II or Mark V?
Probably from here it looks like the Mark II.
Because the Mark II is pretty shit at this altitude.
Damn it. Damage his right flap. I think I shot off his right flap. Okay,
So,
gonna
I
pull
really wish
straight
that
up
then-
for a loop
Okay.
here. I now have altitude superiority both over everybody else, though I need to point the nose here. Let's see.
Everybody's spam where's
I'm gonna let... Oh, Jesus. I'll go silence in the chat here.
There's a Spitfire above you, John.
Shit.
John Spitfire on
Oh,
you. Move.
fuck. I'm dead. I am fucking dead here. Fucking dead. He's on my tail. What am I gonna do?
Nothing. Oh,
No,
and my engine's killed.
Fly
Fuck off.
toward guys. Okay.
It's time to glide from 7K up.
Hey, remember that Tempest?
He's kind of dead, eh?
Yeah.
9225 here. I'm chasing him.
There's something behind me, I feel like.
Tapped him.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's not... He's gonna get away from me, though.
No, I got spit on my ass.
Yeah, he's going below the ground cloud cover. I'm gonna let somebody else chase that guy.
I'm gonna pull up as well.
The Spitfire is just gonna keep... I'm not gonna engage the Spitfire. He still has altitude. The one thing you don't do, never try to climb up. Other tips, don't try to climb up if the guy's above you. Just gain speed and bug out. And then, if you can climb, get to his level, then re-engage. Never ever pull straight up to try and engage somebody like what happened in the G91 match. I got baited into chasing after an IL-28 and was that F9F?
And
Yeeted me.
so,
Ugh.
one quick thing. I just hit the Spitfire with my 30, and guess what it did?
Absolutely nothing. I just got the first kill.
Okay, so they're the I-225 day up.
Oh
What?
my god, there's
Is that
an
using it?
84. Oh my god.
What the hell is an 84 doing at this altitude? Okay. He's flexing on me now. Okay, jerk.
The 82's, the 84's flexing on you. Nice meeting.
He's just flexing on me now. Oh boy. And we both can't aim worth for shit. Come on, man. Okay, I got the Spitfire coming in on me again.
You got the 84
Maybe
coming.
up on me. as
Yep,
well.
I'm bringing him toward you. I'm bringing the Spitfire toward you, Gob.
Got it. Roger.
Yep.
The Spitfire broke for the K.
Yep. He broke.
K84.
Yeah. So this is now this is what you call a fucking dogfight, though. It's not the first time in a while we have a dogfight lasting this long. Okay, I'm not gonna try to engage that guy. You got. Yeah.
Got him.
Damn it! Can't fucking aim. Oh, Jesus! Hello, 84. I'm pulling straight back up here. Oh, he is trying to get at me.
Nick, I'm trying to get around.
Is this guy seriously trying to energy fight?
Oh, come on.
Yeah! Spitfire down.
My streak like that.
There we go. That's a kill. That guy. Okay, I will say that 84 tried. I give props to the 84 pilot for being up here. Being a sport, but you're not gonna actually win against actual purpose-built dogfighters. You're a close air support aircraft built for the Navy. Stay low.
Mike,
have you heard the time
with that plane wants to argue with you.
What was it? An SE-91 and an MB-162.
Fact is that I really like that plane, so.
Yep. Oh boy. So. Also, I will say I will make a promotion for one of our server mod here. He's got something going here, a little project. I might stream that at some point, just to, let people see it. So he's making up a quick little Discord game, and it's called One Night in Hell. It's kind of a 5-minute version of Town of Salem. Those games where you have to guess who's who. So he's working on that. We were testing it earlier today. Didn't work out as well, unfortunately. He added quite a few bugs. It's still in alpha testing, but at some point we'll probably do a live stream with it once he gets it working properly. That'll be interesting conversation. That'll be a lot of interesting conversations. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so I think everybody's dead, seemingly.
No.
And 3 people who are nowhere to be seen.
Where is he?
He's 15 kilometers away from me. He's heading towards our airfield.
Yep.
But he's just a single B-17, so he ain't gonna do too much.
Something nicked me though. My water's boiling pretty badly.
Oh, time for tea then.
My wing is red, but
I have 60 minutes of fuel. I should be able to make it back, but I don't know if the engine's gonna make it.
Then cut power a little, so 60% or something like that.
Yeah, I'm cutting it to 22 because I'm just gliding at this point. Okay, the B-17's dead.
Yeah, he got shot down by the K-4 that was chasing him.
Yep. So, I'm targeted now for some reason. Thanks, Charlie.
That's not my fucking fault.
That was me.
Thanks, Gopnik.
Shut up, I got 2.
Well, at least I landed safely in a field.
Yeah.
Moon, wait.
They can tow the plane back to the...
What was that?
They can tow the plane back to the airfield as long as it's intact.
Never mind.
Yeah, no.
If I had millions of dollars, things I would be doing, rebuilding at least one version of every possible World War II aircraft I can find, including weird prototypes.
Hey, John.
What?
Comment from the chat. John, enable donations through YouTube so I can donate. You're the only YouTuber to answer me. Yes.
Oh. I'm still trying to kind of... I do have a Patreon. I'm going to try to do more with it, but I am also considering... I have some things planned. T-shirts. With a certain thing. Okay, nighty-night, Genji. You need healing. Yep. So complete you mean Genji. I need healing. I used to play a lot of Overwatch actually. What is it? There's some Overwatch gameplay footage on my channel. With what is it? The bullshittery videos. Both of them I think have Overwatch footage in them. Which is hilarious. Objective completed. I got 5,000 extra Silver Lion, boys. Yeah.
And then it targeted you again.
Are you friggin' serious? 10,000 Silver Lions for me. Guy Jubles, why? Am I really that broke? Kind of.
And another one.
And another one down, and another one.
And another one.
Another one.
Okay, no copyright.
Say super bleed. Come on, do it.
Suka? Suka?
You need healing. You need to go to sleep.
Speaking of sleep, it's actually Sunday night here in Vancouver in the morning, so I'm gonna leave after this game ends.
Yeah.
So
we're probably gonna just end up ending the stream because I just realized, yeah, it's fucking 12:30 at night. Oof.
So,
but
AK-74 or AK-104?
What for?
What for?
Engine, please. I'd be 36, please. No.
AK-12.
Pardon?
You mean
AK-12.
AK-104?
What about AK-12? It's a crew right rifle.
We're talking about the actual rifles, as in...
Anyway.
No, we're talking about Girls from Mine, which I'm currently still grinding.
We're not talking about your waifu
I'm
golfing.
grinding it right now.
Oh my god,
It's a
that's
great
not
thing to
the
do
first.
while you're
That's
getting
not where my
altitude.
mind went to the first time.
You say that, but we know. We know you're a weeb.
I'm not, okay?
Just stay here. Your parents
Are they trying to find you in Vlad's closet?
No, hopefully not.
Let's just hope you didn't tie and bound up one of those poor T-dolls in your closet.
John, I don't even have rope.
No, that could be Charlie.
Never mind.
Charlie
Huh?
had done something. Nothing.
Shut
Not
the fuck
talking
up.
about. Not talking about Vector.
Don't bring up my favorite submachine gun, goddammit.
Ultimate 76%.
Or
Is it
Pluto.
me, or do I find... Honestly, I don't find the story... I don't find the thing about Overwatch, that bit of Overwatch news, as interesting as the fact that the Queen of the Reef has reprimanded Ghost for being kind of an ass this
Oh no.
week.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Honestly, I don't... How far do I have for this base? How many fucking clicks? Jesus Christ.
27 clicks.
Oh, dude, that's like well over.
Gopnik,
Like,
You're
let's-
26 kilometers away.
God
you
damn
should
it.
switch to me real quick and...
Oh yeah,
Little-
no. I saw that landing.
I mean,
Yeah.
Vlad's closet is really big.
Shit show.
Jesus Christ, Soviet cat. The secret documents have the answers. I'll say though that the DB engine, compared to other inline engines, it's extremely durable compared to other engines. The fact that, honestly, I think the VK-105 would have died by this point, long before Yak would have crashed into the ocean by now. The Spitfire would have to be towed back to base after landing in a field, and the pilot making some tea off the hot boiling water in the engine. The American pilot would have probably landed on the road looking for some gas. You know?
No, he's looking for oil.
Gopnik.
Yeah, exactly. But the Focke-Wulf
John-
pilot's sitting here just kind of chugging along as best as he can.
Gopnik. God damn it! I keep trying to say John, and I keep saying Gopnik. Fuck.
How
John
is
the
that? How does...
Speaking is
What's
right.
the difference? What's the
John-
difference in what angry toilet seat?
I'm gonna fly inverted past you.
Oh my god. If you're gonna... Uninverting an inverted engine is gonna do the same thing that an uninverted engine does when it's inverted. It's gonna choke.
Is my closet like the size of a small shed or a small
No, your
garage
closet is
door
the
now?
TARDIS.
Ew.
No, it leads to Narnia.
Oh.
And that's what Vlad's closet is. We have concluded that Vlad's closet is indeed Narnia.
It's just an infinitely expanding space.
Yes. The perfect space to hide a magical copying machine in.
I have a time machine in there too.
Yeah, the TARDIS. The TARDIS just sits in the corner of the closet.
No, look.
This is gonna end in a really horrible crash.
Okay, so there's a B-17, and he's fucking off.
And I'm climbing to him, so I mean.
Yeah, so 60% throttle with an orange engine. It could just, so it's gonna make it there. Pilot's okay. And
My god, this map is so fucking.
it is huge. I honestly, the thing that they could do to make the map better, they could at least move the airfield from Cassile. They could move it to, they should move the airfield to like Loon Page or Dunkirk. Like, or at least Calais would, or Calais would be better. Because then it would be closer. It would be closer there. The one thing I do appreciate is the fact that this map allowed us to actually show off the aircraft in its natural environment, which is, you know, at high altitude, not just, you know, being on the friggin' deck. You know, so there was some really nice dogfighting going on there, and a really good example of what, to me, is a good example of what things you should do, what you shouldn't do in a dogfight, and with an aircraft like this. So my verdict right now, despite the bugs, I'll probably talk about in the video once they fix it, that the Focke-Wulf 190C is a very good collectible. You know, it's usable compared to some other collectible aircraft we've seen in the past. It's an interesting plane, especially for the fact that it's a 4-bladed Focke-Wulf with a turbocharger on it. And it flies pretty much like any other Focke-Wulf. It has decent dive capability, maneuverable-ish, though you shouldn't be really turn fighting in it. And it has a good armament setup that should, when it's not busted up or, you know, programmed, is pretty damn deadly, all things considered, and very easy to aim. Okay, so nice landing, tail up landing, though I'm gonna lower the tail because I really do need to get this guy to slow down.
What the
we're
hell?
gonna use something called ballistic air brakes here.
That's a weird bug.
What happened?
The gun thing I was just talking about with the guns.
Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah, it's really weird. So, yeah. So we made it back to base. Vlad, use SU-6, says Soviet Cat.
I don't have the 23mm for the SU-6, so I'm not gonna use it.
Maybe on someday I'll do an SU-6 guide, but for now... Okay, so...
Also, are those landing craft? Because if those are landing craft,
yes,
then I
get the landing craft. Kill the landing craft. We need those.
This match, for God's
we
sake.
need to win this match.
Well,
You guys realize he's about talking about other German planes for only about 20 minutes straight. Yeah, well, it's because we're friggin' fighting on the channel map. Maybe if we were in some supersonic aircraft, this wouldn't be going on so boringly. We
like
need
the
more
F-100
supersonic.
or the MiG-19.
Yeah, like the
that.
F-100, I would already like be back and forth probably twice over.
Give Germany the F-104 balance.
No, because it goes like Mach 2s to no thanks.
The F-104 Starfighter, the Germans used them they were the largest users of them, and despite, you know, everybody talking about, oh, this and that about their issues, you know, the thing is, when they, not only were, if you normalize their losses versus other nations, like, you know, amount of planes versus amount they lose, their loss rates were actually fairly normal according to some math. Like, but even then, they were the largest users of the aircraft, and I think one of the earliest adopters. So they were going to see bugs anyway.
I'll be honest, I'm more curious about what premium they're going to give the Germans.
Actually, you know what I would think would be more interesting? The Italian F-104s, because they turned those things to...
The F-104S? Yes.
Yeah, the close air support ones. That would be fucking deadly. It's just... You won't have any time to react. If that thing comes streaking in at like Mach 1, Mach 1.5, you know, dropping bombs, and there's no reaction time, you're just fucked.
Welcome to the War Thunder, where attackers get ear spawns. They're also supersonic.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Sir Puppy. Why? That
crap.
John, you're thinking in a bowl.
What premium do you think they're going to give?
Man, what kind of oatmeal do you eat? I don't like my oatmeal that thick. Even though I know I'm pudgy. It's probably this blue t-shirt. Makes me look more pudgy.
What?
Oatmeal. No, you spelled it. Oh boy. Where the hell did this prick go? And where's the friggin' boats? I'm gonna go shoot them up.
They're right by where I am. Oh wait. You can't see me
because you're like...
See, F-104 is what happens when you look at an APFSD shell and make it a plane.
John, just to mark it on the map.
Okay. Yeah, we're all... I think a bunch of us are really pudgy in here. I know Temperance is pudgy, but I think he fell asleep. That's why he's gone.
I weigh 150 pounds, my good friend.
I'm not for that.
JonMan, can we get a guide video for the BF-109?
A lot of people have been asking for it. Maybe.
JonMan, can we get a guide for the Mystere?
You've been visited by the SU... What meme is this in my Discord? You've been visited by the SU-57 of engine flameouts. Critical engine failures and defective designs will come to you, but only if you post Sasbishu Tovoshoru Sukhoi in this thread. What?
Suka?
Sukabuya!
That's weird.
One?
See, I didn't know the SU-57 had that problem.
Probably, but you know.
I mean, since when did defective issues stop gauging from adding vehicles to War Thunder? I mean, they added the Type 1.
You know what vehicle we definitely need right now?
What?
MiG-21.
The MiG-25?
No, the MiG-21.
Of course you would say MiG-21. You know what we need right now?
What?
Jobs?
The A4 Skyhawk.
No.
Caw.
Wait, with the nuclear bombs?
No. No, we get the Israeli one with the 30mm defuzz. Yeet.
Oh, God.
Does the Israeli
And
one
it's
have,
based
like,
off the
same
Marine
thing?
Corps version, so then it climbs to space in
But
no
does it
time.
have the same like
Hold on,
Israeli
okay.
modifications that every other Israeli vehicle in War Thunder gets? Like, does it just get ERA slapped all over it?
Yes.
No,
Oh no, no,
it
no,
does get a longer tail. It does get a longer jet nozzle to make it harder for air-to-air missiles to lock onto it.
Can somebody send a little boat out to save my pilot from fucking drowning to death?
Man.
Nope.
No, they'll just send a Stuka to bomb you.
Oh. Yikes.
Rogue pilot.
Yeah. Though, speaking of like a pilot who apparently drowned, there's that story about Operation Mincemeat. That's an interesting wartime story. It's now time for JonMan to tell stories as this match keeps going on and on and on. Operation Mincemeat. So it was a intelligence, counterintelligence operation, which involved a dead body, handcuffed to a suitcase, made a completely made up persona for this dead body, in which the man who they took out had a pretty sad life, but in his fake life that was created for him, he ended up basically allowing the Allies, stalling out Hitler, basically confusing Hitler to the point of him being not acting on D-Day, because I think it was D-Day or some other invasion, essentially the body and the documents, they were trying to bait German intelligence into looking to basically taking the fake documents as real and then acting appropriately in a way that was advantageous to the Allies. And it took a bit. It got very nerve-wracking for the British, but they pulled it off. So essentially a dead body managed to save thousands and thousands of lives that could have been lost because of an extremely heavy defense in Normandy. Soviet cat goes, don't worry, comrade. Soviet Navy is coming to save your drowning pilot.
Soviet and Navy shouldn't go in the same sentence.
Soviet Navy, you mean pent up in the North Sea by the Finns, because Lul.
What about just like an Armada or a PT-76Bs? Just chugging along. The poor pilot's just in there and he just hears like, what is that? And he just sees this entire flotilla of PT-76s just floating across.
Oh god.
Oh god damn it.
And then they get there and they can't turn around.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I thought not.
No.
Oh god.
This is not the story the Jedi would tell you. It is a Sith legend. I'm waiting for just Preston to jump back in here and just start reading that comment off.
You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories out there. Actually, a better story than those two, because I've heard of those. There's two stories, I think. It apparently happened twice. But it involves Spitfires and mechanics. And the more popular the story was a Women's Auxiliary Air Force mechanic who was sitting on the tail of a Spitfire that was about to take off. So they usually would sit on the tail to basically kind of, keep it from the Spitfires had such a powerful engine, so it would prevent ground looping with the Spitfire before takeoff. Unfortunately, miscommunications happened, and the Spitfire pilot took off with the mechanic still on the tail. The mechanic realized she couldn't get off the aircraft safely, so she clung on to the rudder, the tall part of the tail of the Spitfire, and clung on for dear life. The pilot, probably not paying attention, he calls the base going like, hey, my Spitfire's acting up weird. It's really tail heavy. And then they told him, you need to do a circuit and land. You took off with a pilot still on your tail. And yeah, so the pilot had to fly around in one circuit and then landed. Another version of the story is from Eric Winkle Brown. How about so a mechanic who's on a carrier with a Seafire. Same thing happens to him. And of course, the pilot, again, he's like, what? My aircraft, he complains that his aircraft is tail heavy, and he's informed by the ship that he needs to land at the nearest land base as soon as possible. You have a mechanic stuck to your tail. So the poor mechanic was glued to the tail by the airstream as the pilot put it low altitude and cruise, and he had to do a tail up landing. Keep the tail as level as he could on takeoff, so that he could get the mechanic, safely down. The mechanic, other than suffering quite a bit of, cold, because, cold air streaming over you at 100 plus miles per hour. That's not fun. You got a person on your left wing. Oh, shut up. All of you. God.
You need the Ghostbusters, man.
I have a video of a guy in an
Why are the landing craft so fucking beefy? Oh shit. Okay, we're good. And I got a water leak. Great.
Congratulations.
More and more.
Oh my god. Why is this taking so long? I'm about to friggin' Report.
Because
Just
there's an allied bomber, and they are the most brain dead fucking
for more-
mongoloids.
see,
on the
this is
planet.
why I want Gaijin to add a mercy rule. That they should just, like, our enemy team has lost air superiority and just end the match, because this is friggin' bullshit. It really is. Whoever that guy, whoever you are, Nuller R3F, everybody just report him for bad behavior. Just report his ass. You are scum of the earth for running and hiding. Like, we clearly have won, but no, it's because this one guy, this one motherfucker has to run off into the friggin' distance and be a jackass.
I'm gonna make it, guys. I'm gonna carry this game.
Yeah.
Like it was said in the
Seriously,
1950s,
just,
you know,
I'm gonna be
bombers
angry
are just
about it,
passive
because
behavior machines.
yeah, they're passive fucking behavior machines until they need to add a mercy rule. If you're the only one left and you're in like a 4-engine bomber and you go idle for like a minute, like 2 minutes, like basically they need to make it so that there's no way you could stall out the match. It would just say enemy team has lost air superiority, and it would start slowly bleeding tickets. Also, I just jammed the gun. This is so
How did you jam a speeded vehicle? God damn.
It's because the guns are just... Also, again, the guns are... It's not German engineering, it's also the guns are bugged. And we've been talking about this. The fact that the machine guns are firing from the right side of the aircraft when they should be firing from the machine gun cowlings. Or from the... How much damage do I have to pour into one friggin' landing craft? They shouldn't... I kind of wish they weren't as durable. I kind of understand it, but then I don't. It's like, not an appropriate aircraft to be doing this in.
Good news is your other teammate finally made it to the other. God damn, those ones go.
That's a deeper voice. Normal, but...
On disco.
Let's see. God damn it. They should also allow... Honestly, they should also allow us to use multiple orders in the same match. Because if this keeps going... Yes! Yeah, on the same B-17 pilot. It's such... It really is BS to me. Like, at this point, I am going to just end up bailing out of this match because...
Let's look at this player.
Luffy, we are... Unfortunately, I'm going to be ending this stream soon because it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning here.
Wow,
and I do have to stuff to do in the morning.
Yeah, he's level 11 and he has a... I don't know what he's flown 20 missions in a P-51. And that's his best aircraft. So that's probably what he's in.
Again, the amount of machine gun... The amount of machine guns that I have to pour into a land craft. It's so BS right now. Like, I get it. They should be more beefy, but still, it's just like...
Somebody should just tell him to bail out.
He's 6 missions into his B-17 early. He probably has stock bombs.
Is that your plane floating in the middle of the water?
Where?
I see something floating in the water.
Probably, yeah. Well, that's probably my fault.
Yeah, I'm just gonna join you. I'm gonna join your pilot over there.
Yep, that's my plane. There's the D-12, just chilling, you know.
The pilot's just sitting there on top of it while it's still floating here. And then you see this Buckle 190C just like...
Oh.
Bleh. Hi. What's up? How you doing?
Perfect.
How you doing?
Now there's a Dora and a... What would the Germans call a C again? Not Dora,
It's a one-off prototype.
No. But, like... They would have, like, a German word for C.
I don't think the game auto has like all chat. You can't normally see enemy chat unless you enable it.
I'm just totally just lying to him. Let's see if he's... I'm just saying, you're on a live stream, buddy. An entire stream's telling
Caesar.
you to friggin' leave. Cease. Leave. Leave this match.
Be a Focke-Wulf 190 Caesar, technically.
Caesar. Oh my god.
Yes.
Pizza.
Mamma mia, pizzeria.
Want to
He's gonna go look for it.
JonMan. Tell him your stream. Give him the link.
That's behavior. Yeah, he's cyberbullying for the win. But in all seriousness, passive behavior bastard. I'm just gonna leave because I'm done. Like seriously, again, seriously, people who do that, who just run away in their bombers. There's a reason why. There's a reason why aircraft like the I-225 and the D-13 exist. They're designed, especially like the Top 152. This thing is designed for one explicit purpose: to yeet your bomber out of goddamn existence, to chase you. It will not stop. It will not. It will find you and kill you.
Especially when Gaijin puts in these really large maps that the bombers can take all the time they want to climb to space.
Yeah, it's just it's not fun. They really need to put a mercy rule that always works in favor of the team who's done the work. If you're a bomber who's just running away, honestly, you are the worst kind of player. Most players will hate you for it because it's not fun. It's unhonorable. It's BS. Seriously, that guy in that match, whatever his name is, forever remember this guy's name. Or friggin' what's his null F? What kind of username is that too? Come on, ironic usernames and then usernames that don't make sense. Especially the worst defenders in usernames are people who make ironic usernames that I can use against you.
People like Noob Slayer.
Yeah, hey, look, you're a noob. We just got slayed. Yeah, let's look at usernames and past replays. And then, by the way, again, I've had better replays in the G91. Here, they need to be recorded. One has been obviously called Yeet for some reason. 2 double saver head on, and then a Cannonberry that got yeeted. Okay, so that's a username right there. Nutcake. Nut cake. Nut. Okay, you know what? That match was kind of crap. We need to play it. We have to end the stream on something better than that. Come on.
No, I gotta go to bed, man. I gotta get up at 2 a.m. to go to work. I'm already Yep. Okay. Nighty night, guys, or nighty night, Moonbear. Okay, so let's continue on as a 3 squad. What do you think we could fly that we can end the stream on for shits and giggles?
Biplanes?
Hell
yes.
Yeah, we should do biplanes.
Yay.
What about the Po2?
Yes.
Should we do a Po2 squad?
Yes.
Fine, we'll do a Po2 squad. Because Po2 doesn't get enough love, I guess. Where is it? There we go.
The Po2 is the best meme in the game. Change my mind.
It is the best meme in the game. Fly A7M1 Re. At some point, by the way, that is going to be the next Japanese guide. The A7M as a whole will be a guide series or a guide video. Just the script isn't fully written yet. I have some footage of the aircraft, but that's going to be another project for later. But we will end the stream off here with one more match in the Po2. Because, do it. Yeah, we're going to... One of you's... Let's see. Yeah, we're just going to see... this look. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, my Po2 has Soviet roundels on it. I think somebody had their Po2 with other types of roundels. Oh, boy.
Oh my god, we got a game.
Best username. Stream frozen. No, stream's not frozen. Stream's still running fine. I would know if the stream is frozen. OBS would tell me if the stream died. Let's see. And I have
if the stream's frozen for you, just reload the page.
Yeah.
So bomber spawn, right?
Yes. bomber spawn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because
It's gonna matter either way.
Okay, I feel like this is what happens when I stream at late night. Some of you guys, you start making really weird requests, really weird things to say.
But yes, it's gonna matter if you have a
Oh,
bomber.
actually, another like suggestion. It would actually take time, a lot of time to make it work. But one idea that I have for War Thunder, randomize pilot models and being able to customize your personal pilot's model.
that would be
In
nice.
game. Like, the idea is to make it so that you're not staring at the same dude. Like, clearly this is the same model, like, for pilot. The idea would be to have randomized pilot models in terms of their appearance, and then you'll be able to customize your pilot model. And then, to be historically correct... Oh my god, guys. And to be historically correct, all the Soviet Union will be the only nation that is allowed to have male and female pilot models. Nobody else can have them.
Ew, that happened.
They're flying so close to me, it's not even funny.
Well, it's because, I feel like the Po-2 is like the easiest aircraft to fly in formation with. It's nimble enough. Like, I can literally do a 90-degree turn and then join you guys.
That fucking BR-20s on a gunship, fuck with that. Guys, we should all drop on one base.
Yes.
That's if we get there.
Yes.
Yeah. So you just see this formate. There's gonna be pilots climbing up the
Smoke
altitude.
on. Smoke on.
Yes.
All red. Nothing but red.
Oops. Actually, this thing. Oh, this thing has a cockpit, right?
Yes.
Wow, it does have a
Yes, it
cockpit.
does.
Really nice cockpit, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
This aircraft used to not have a cockpit, actually. Uh-oh. I see something.
What?
See that to the south over there?
Heading 160.
About, yeah. Something like that.
Smoke off.
Let's bomb the closest base to our right.
That's a key point out with that.
We're fucked. aren't we?
We should all turn around, like, right
Exit
now.
failure. Exit failure. Oh, we're
Let's
all
all
dead.
turn around. No, no,
Yeah,
no. Everyone turn around.
Yep. Okay.
We all gotta focus the same aircraft. You get information?
There it is. Oh my god.
Are we all gonna just fire MGs at him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy.
Wait. What we need is for somebody to start playing fucking.
Oh shit,
Night
he's
with
diving
Black
in.
Battle
I think he's coming in for me, actually.
So
No,
he's diving up. He's diving in above our gunner arc.
He's going in for you.
Who, me?
Oh no, he's going for me.
Uh-oh.
I actually can't hit him. He's
Uh-oh.
above me.
Uh-oh.
And my gun.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've lost one.
One down, one down, one down.
Uh-oh. Up.
Really
So
wish I had the D3.
You know
Oh,
what? Fuck
that
you,
ended
E27.
horribly.
Factor engine, best engine.
That's a funny thing. I'm still alive, technically. Oh.
Oh.
That was bad. Fuck that guy, too. Ruining our fun. Okay, can we do something that's actually not derpy?
Yeah,
Like the 9K?
Yeah, like the 9K.
Oh, at least to be Soviet.
Soviet is best.
Soviet best nation. Communism strong.
Or do you want to do something very stupid and very Italian?
Mamma
No,
mia.
actually, no, I have something even better. The industry.
What is it?
KI-10s.
I don't have. Oh.
You can't say you don't have a KI-10. You have a KI-10. No, you cannot say you don't have a KI-10. You have a KI-10.
Do you mean the helicopter?
Yeah, the original War Thunder's original helicopters. There we go. Let's do that. That would be fun. We'll do that instead. There we go.
Got me dead over here.
This is like the encore that will never end, but this is the true encore. And then the day that they give the ability for pilots to reload their ammo in certain aircraft, like the KI-10s. Yep, that'd be hilarious. Yep. A big ship needs a big torpedo.
Well, actually, technically...
Also, that's the other thing I want to start doing when I do get the new computer is be able to stream naval forces. The reason why I don't stream naval is because, for some reason, one, it really taxes the graphics card, and two, it taxes my connection. Actually, even just looking at ships in War Thunder has actually crashed my stream several times in the past. So, you know.
Best meme.
Best meme. The fact of the matter is, there's still like 34,000 people online, even though it's like 1 o'clock in the morning now.
Because they're European.
No, the Europeans would just be waking up. It's only about maybe 7 a.m. in Germany right now. Russian, Asians maybe, Australians, yeah. Russians living in Siberia, in the eastern part of the country, probably. Middle of the country, most likely. Moscow's probably, maybe it's about like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in Moscow, for all I can care. Okay, so we're gonna try to end this off with maybe something a bit more, you know, active.
With a good meme.
The good meme. Grand Admiral Derp.
Do we?
We just
have every single version of the Kai-10 right now?
I think so.
The Kai-10-1, the -1-C, and the -2-C?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
We're missing one more.
Yes, we are.
Oh yeah, we're missing. Also, for people who are only know about who've only gotten to War Thunder recently, did you know that there were actually four reserve tier planes back in the day when the game started? However, they removed the 4th reserve tier plane for every nation, so very few, only the players who have been around at the beginning of the game have, like, let's say, whatever version of the Kai-10, like you do. How to ME262. Sure, I'll make the video. Let me go back in time. Oh, I've already made that video. Go look at it.
Such sound.
High key lovely. That video has actually been made. So go check that one out. That's about that's the longest video of the guide videos, about nearly 10 minutes long, but for good reason. Because I almost started
the cockpit is beautiful.
Actually, a pilot pilot model that's actually really suffering, honestly. Oh my god, the Japanese pilot model needs to be fucking updated. Jesus Christ, it's so old.
We should all go for that Sunderland up there.
Wait, what?
There's a Sunderland up above us.
No.
Yeah,
no. BB-1.
Yes.
Let's go. 2 of them. Let's go for them. And they're both from. What is this clan? What is this clan even? Oh god, pulling up. Feigning.
He wasn't gonna head on somebody.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Woo! Haha. Woof. And nicked him. Oof. How many people just died just now? What is wrong with all of you? You're all a bunch of morons. Oh my god, what the hell? Come on. That's a stream clip. Somebody please clip that. You're all a bunch of idiots. You all fucked up. And I'm totally gonna die because that's an I-15. Yeah! There we go. That's how we're gonna end the stream. Yeah! Michael Bay. Okay.
Actually.
Okay. That was a dumb ending, but that's a better ending than just leaving it off after, you know, losing to Passive Behavior Machine Nerfer, whatever his name is. Yeah, you know, people should just go, you know, go find him in game. Like, let me find that guy's username. Just go find this guy in game and just tell him, whatever his name is. Yeah, go, this guy, Null, Nullr3F in all capitals. So this guy, how about you go give him a friendly message about why it's a bad idea to just passive behavior in a bomber? You know? You
can go one step further and team kill him, which is what I have done to other bombers at up there.
Oof. Okay, I'm not advocating for team killing though. That's going a bit too far. Unless it's in your own squad. Which, you know, we've already seen that happen between you two.
Hey, he touched me the wrong way. I didn't like it.
What country does I live in? I is American.
America! He touched me the wrong way. I didn't like it.
Really? Oh my Jesus. Okay. 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's already not going.
By the way, this was a very kind of an impromptu stream. You can tell if it's really impromptu when my bed's a friggin' mess, but yeah. We're gonna cut it off here. I think we'll try to see if we'll do a stream without a stream delay, so everything's on time. Oh boy. Okay. So thank all of you. I want to thank all of you guys for coming by. If you're new to the stream and you're on YouTube, please go follow me on Twitch to get my follower count up there. If all, you know, again, if all 15,000 people were to follow me on Twitch, that would be an amazing help. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. There'll probably be maybe another stream later in the week. I'm gonna try to get the G91 video done before the end of the month. This year, kind of my New Year's resolution, gonna try to at least aim for one guide video a month instead of just like doing one guide video and then disappearing off for 3 months. I think I can manage one guide video a month at least, at the minimum. If I could do 2 in a month, that'll be great. But 1 per month, so like, you know, expect at least 12 guides this year. That's my minimal goal. Oh my Jesus Christ. I'm gonna stop this right here. Okay. We're done with this. Have a nice night, guys. Afternoon, morning, whatever.
Banana!
I need to get some... Oh, Jesus Christ, shut up.
I can imagine how much fun the stream was with these guys around.
Yep. Okay. Thanks for the follow, Sir Puppy, and we're